I know people probably have a lot of questions and have been wondering a lot of things, and have wanted to know my side. It feels really weird to be able to finally talk about this. Well, I was in VShojo for 2 years and 5 months, and that is a really long time. But it's been years, and I guess I accepted that I would probably take it to my grave because of the legality of it, and I thought I could never talk about it, and it's kind of crazy to be talking about it now. I just tried to stay positive and appreciate where I am now and this fantastic community that I've built over the years, and I love you guys so freaking much. It was an experience that fucked me up a lot, but I learned a lot from in the long run. So against my better judgment, I'm gonna talk about some things. I know all the news has been surprising to everyone, and my heart goes out to every single talent who's been affected by this. This has been crazy, and the communities have had their trust broken because VShojo was really special to a lot of people. Despite everything that happened, it was a big deal to a lot of people. But VShojo was scummy for a long time. But I never ever could have imagined they would do something this f***ed up. Like, I'm f***ing livid that they had the audacity to f***ing steal from a charity. Like, not only stealing from their members, which is f***ed up in itself, obviously, but stealing from a charity is like so f***ing vile. Like, that's literally the worst thing you could possibly do. Sorry. I think everyone wants to know how this happened and where the money went. And I don't want to think it's out of malice more than incompetence, but with everything coming out, it's hard not to wonder. Like, this is really f***ed up. I don't know who to blame, and I wish I did. I don't know if we'll ever find out. Didn't start that way though. I was one of the founding members of VShojo, and in the beginning it was everything I could have ever dreamt of. We got to be cool idols and have cool merch and be this cool official group. A group of people you could look up to that inspired others, and it was so special. Like, we were a family. We thought of the name together. We were told so many big promises and cool projects and events that we would do. Like, I can't even list them all out. They were so cool, and there were so many of them, and we didn't do half of them. It feels like a totally different lifetime thinking back on it, honestly. I was just so excited to be a part of something, you know? Like, I'd only been streaming for a really, really short time. Like, I think like a year, like a really short time. And I had worked minimum wage jobs for my whole entire life. So being able to be a streamer and be a part of something so cool on top of it was huge. And the original contract was pretty predatory, but like, I had no idea at the time, you know? Like, I was way too trusting. I think we all were. Like, we were all so new to this. We were new to the industry. We had no idea. I did notice there wasn't an exit clause, which should have been a huge red flag. Because that's crazy. But I was really excited, and I got them to add the exit clause to all the girls' contracts, even though it was baffling that it wasn't there in the first place. Like, if you don't know what an exit clause is, it's the clause that lets you leave the company if something's wrong, and that was not there in the beginning. From what I've seen so far, every current talent hasn't been paid on time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've seen, everyone hasn't been paid, which is crazy. Before I left VShojo, they owed me tens of thousands of dollars, like a metric ton of money, like a lot of money, like an insane amount. Like a ton of money. I think originally they just hoped that we wouldn't catch on to the missing funds. Like, I would repeatedly ask how the sponsor payments were going, and they would just always say it was in the works, so they were waiting on the sponsor, like so many different excuses. And I know people probably wonder, like, why didn't you know this earlier? But it took them months to pay out sponsors, so it was easy to lose track. And like, I didn't know at the time that that wasn't normal, that they weren't supposed to take that long. And like, I always put my whole heart into sponsors. You guys know that. I love them. I care a lot about them, and they're a big deal for me. And to find out that I haven't been paid for them felt horrible. It's kind of funny and like really sad and up, because we've had people over the years come in and be like, oh my god, you're Scotty from Smite. Oh my god, I love your Smite skin. Oh my god. And I was never allowed to say that I never got paid for it. And that really sucked. I was never paid by VShojo for the Ironside PC, Advanced GG, like tons of other sponsors over the years. To put it in perspective, I made more money in the first few months in Mythic than I made in my whole entire time in VShojo. And I was there for two 2.5 years almost. It's crazy. Yeah, all the way back to 2021. It was a long time. And I left around when new contracts were being given, and I contacted someone I knew professionally who introduced me to a lawyer, and they were absolutely fantastic, and I'm so thankful for them for navigating such a crazy situation. Like, this was insane. She said the contract they wanted me to sign was the most predatory she'd ever seen, and she like specializes in this kind of stuff, so that was really telling. I had asked VShojo to adjust the contract, and they refused, which was, I wasn't asking for a lot to be changed. But VShojo was so upset that we had lawyers helping us with leaving and looking over the contract, and like we were belittled and shamed to the other talents for using a lawyer, which is crazy. Like, we were made to look evil and greedy when it was a perfectly logical thing for us to want to be paid what we're owed and for wanting to be careful with something as serious as your livelihood. But before I left, I reached out to all of the talent that would listen. And I suggested they check their payments, and I told them that I was owed money and they might be too. I warned as many people as I could. I tried my hardest. I told them as much as I could about everything. And I think it was eye-opening for them, but like they had their own reasons for not wanting to leave. But I tried my hardest to warn them, to warn who I could. Like because I wouldn't have not told them something like that, like just as a precaution, like just check, you know. But I could never warn anyone publicly. And frankly, like if I did, who would have even believed me? VShojo was a huge brand, and they had so much power and sway. Like, they were terrifying. You may not realize it, but they were terrifying. Like, the threat of them suing me was very real, and it haunted me for a really, really, really long time. Like, even before it was announced that I was leaving, I had just mentioned in my Discord, just like casually, that I was stressed and I needed to cancel the stream, and they contacted my lawyer because of that and threatened to sue me if I hinted that I was leaving or unhappy at all, just because I said I was stressed. So imagine me saying anything else. Yeah. Like, they were watching me like a hawk. I think they were watching all of us, because we were the first ones. We were the first ones to leave. And I love this agency, dude. Like, or what I had imagined it would be. It was really special to me, and I loved all the memories I made there with all of the girls. It was really special. But the internal workings of the agency just got to be so messed up, and it was so much emotional torment for us. They had leaderboards, like internal leaderboards, to make us compete against each other. You were considered a problem person for rocking the boat or voicing any concerns. I can't stress enough how trapped it felt like we were. Oh, so I gotta blow my nose, hold on. Sorry guys, this is a lot. I hope it makes sense. I'm just kind of rambling. But I wanted to leave for a while after noticing the lack of payments. But like the culmination of how I was treated really solidified me leaving. And when all of the Wizard Game stuff was happening, if you guys remember that, I know a lot of people think that I had no support, and you can't imagine how true that was. I was put into a call with Gun, the CEO of the company, like someone that I admired and I looked up to and I wanted to please, someone that I thought was the coolest person ever. And he told me that I was a damage to the brand, that I was a disappointment. I was told that me being harassed was an inconvenience to the other talents and not to talk to them. Optics were more important than their own talents' well-being. And I was suspended from streaming. They said it wasn't a suspension because they weren't that kind of agency. But what else do you call being told not to stream? Talent freedom, right? And I later, of course, reached out to some of the talent and told them, I don't think I was supposed to, but I told them about that, and they said they didn't agree, that they were on my side, that they were surprised that I was treated that way. And when we left, they of course discredited us to the staff and the other members as soon as we left. Like, they painted us as troublemakers and problem people, that we were greedy and asked for more money. Just like so many horrible things just to avoid the truth that they were stealing from us. And they intentionally announced Vei and I leaving at the same time, so it looked like we left together, even though Nyan wanted to leave at the same time. And they refused to let her leave at the same time because they wanted to look better for them. Like, it's not like we were all jumping ship at the same time. They literally held her hostage so it would look better for them. And they had their hand in every pie. And there was a lot of speculation and accusations, and like they did everything they could to discredit us. So, and like no one would know that anything was wrong. And all of our concerns were downplayed and lied to and lied about, and like we could never speak up to say anything different because like we had a non-disparagement agreement, but that went both ways. Like, but I never would have been able to handle that legal battle ever, and they knew that. Like, they were a huge company with a lot of money and a lot of power, and we were nothing compared to that. And like every time VShojo was lauded as this like amazing agency that everyone loved so much, it just made me sick knowing that they were doing this and not being able to stop it or say anything. And I don't know, I just kept hoping that things were better there. New members and current ones weren't being mistreated, and obviously they were. But I just kept hoping that like it got better after we left and they learned not to do that. I don't know if I can really put into words how much all of this devastated me. Like, I'm a really emotional person. As you guys know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. And I feel things really strongly, and I can't help it. But like, this was the darkest place I had ever been because of this. Like, I don't really like too heavy or like depressing or anything, but like, I was in a really dark place, and I was thinking about a lot of really dark thoughts and acting on them. And like, I hope you can grasp just how horrible my mental state was. Like this, I had lost everything, and like my world was torn apart. Like, this is the worst experience I'd ever gone through. I had no support. Like, my world was just destroyed, and like I felt so isolated. Like, my own agency had drilled into my head that I wasn't valuable and turned everyone against me and convinced me I was alone, that I didn't deserve anything, like that they could steal from me and get away with it. And all of this has been so awful for everyone involved, but you know, hopefully it can bring change for the future, and I hope everyone can get closure. And it's been heartwarming to see everyone come together and supporting each other. VShojo. So glad you could finally say this. Hi, Sayu. Thanks. Sorry, I have to blow my nose again. I'm sorry. You're the most wonderful person out there, so strong. Thank you, Sayu. I really appreciate it. But like, it's not just me. Like, we've all been through so much garbage. We've all been through so much. This whole thing has been a nightmare, and like, it's crazy that we can talk about it. It's been a lot. Yeah, and like it's terrible. It's terrible that it was still going on for so long. It sure feels good to finally let out. It does. Yeah, I feel like I'm in an alternate reality. Like, I never thought this would happen. Yeah, like, and I would love to know. I don't know if they're gonna make a statement, if they're gonna. I have no idea what they're going to do. I don't know if they're just gonna like disappear or if they're gonna say something. I have no idea. I want to know like where the money went, if it went to like operational costs or like what happened. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy that it all happened this way. When did the yacht fund? Dude, I hope not. Yeah, it's baffling. It's baffling that they were still stealing from everyone. Like, every single one of the talents they stole from. And to steal from charity on top of that is just, it's just insane. Like, I don't know how they thought they could get away with that. And I feel so bad for like everyone that was going to join, and the people that got strung along, and all the people that got lied to and manipulated. Oh yeah, they have my mom sign one. I forgot to mention that. She's not my manager or anything. She's literally just my mom. But she's come on stream with me, and I guess they just wanted to NDA her so she couldn't say anything either because she knew what was happening. Oh, maybe I don't want to know. Like, what they were thinking. Like, these were the people that you were supposed to protect and support and take care of. Like, that agency was such a big part of their lives. Like, when I was in it, it was a huge part of my life. Like, I dedicated so much of my mental, of my heart to that agency, and then they just manipulate and abuse you like that and take advantage of you. Like, I don't know. They had to know. No one deserves anything like that. It's just, it's so malicious. And like, I hope that the other girls can get out of their contract. Like, it's one thing to say like I'm leaving, but like you have to actually get out of that contract. And I really hope that they're able to. And I don't know, it's just scary. I mean, yeah, I think the JP side's different. Kei-san got to just leave just like that. I love her so much. She is so sweet. And it's awesome that she got to just bail out on stream. But I think it's a little different on the JP side. But she's wonderful, and it's been really nice to talk to her again. And she's been really supportive and sweet, and I adore the heck out of her. She is so fantastic. So she had a lot of really nice things to say. And this whole thing has just been crazy. Just like the angry mom you don't mess with. Yeah, like the fact that they messed with all these talented, sweet people. Like I don't know. You would think that after 3 of us left because of this, that they would stop. You know, like if some of our talents found out, maybe we should stop doing it. More will leave. Like, what the fuck?